It's Friday. It's Friday. Yay, 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 yay. Note that means we're going to talk about stockpiling. Back in a minute. Good morning. This is Jan from New York City. Channel name is Jan from New York City. Saves money. And I truly love, love, love helping people keep some more of their own hard earned money. Could that be you? I hope so. Hope everybody's having a nice day today. Now, let's talk today about freebie stockpiling. What? What am I talking about? Just that. We have a tendency to overlook other possibilities. Sometimes it's really a good idea to think outside of the box, and that includes our inventory for our stockpile. Okay, there you go. All right, what do I mean by free inventory? There are a lot of situations where we literally forget that we may be able to obtain something for free, maybe through a gift or whatever, and or let's say even through your church organization, and they give away canned goods. And if you really and truly, I'm not talking about the people who are secure and everything is hunky dory, the ones who are really in need, and you have an opportunity, at let's say a local church event, to get some canned goods for free, or a blessing box of some sort. Include that, some of that, into your future stockpile, for real and for true. I mean, I'm not the most creative person on planet Earth, but let's think about something. If somebody's going to bless me with some canned items, heck yeah, I will put some away for the stockpile, and I will put some away for my active pantry, which is the pantry that you are utilizing at the moment. Now, there are other situations, for example, for people who are in need to take advantage of, such as your local food bank, food pantries, of which I always encourage people who can help out those organizations, maybe through volunteer work, maybe through a cash donation or a food donation in and of itself. Please do so. There are some tremendous, tremendous sales, which, in some grocery stores, which literally do offer, let's say, a buy one, get one free. Now, I personally, I don't know. I like those sales. They're fun, but you got to do the math, because you got to ask yourself, are you getting it for free or just literally for half price? But if you are getting an extremely reduced rate on something, stockpile, okay? Or, like I said, you may be blessed by a friend or a family member who just happen, like, let's say visiting them, just hanging out with them, it's a weekend, whatever, and you guys start talking about stockpiling and canned goods and prices, this and that. Any way you can get a freebie, and let's say that family member says, listen, I have way too many of this, and this really does happen to a lot of people. Some people overtly stock for their family. For example, if they're only a family of one or two and they buy way, 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 way too many boxes of spaghetti. I know this because I went through this. I'm one of those people that purchased at one time. This was about 3 years ago, during that time 3 years ago. And I purchased like way, 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 way too much boxes of spaghetti. Okay. I actually still have a couple, but I was able to bless a couple of people, and with some boxes that they took home, and they were like, no, no. I says, no, 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 I'd rather you have it, because I know the rate that I use something, which is also, by the way, a very important thing to know. But that's, to be honest with you, that's its own show. So what are some examples of like freebies that a person could get? Now, if people are okay, all right, Prepper Princess mentioned in one of her recent videos, I mean, I don't mean like a yesterday video, probably about within the last 2 to 3 weeks, how she forages for stuff, and she gets certain berries and this and that, and where she lives, that's a possibility, and that's great. And she stocks up. This is for free. Costs her just her time and effort, and she's totally fine with that. And she doesn't have to put out a red dime. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good thing. Is there something that you do get through generosity for free? And it doesn't even have to be food, or food stockpile. It could be other items, for example. Are you related to someone who travels a lot? And they just have way too many of those shampoos, conditioners, all those little gems that you get at the hotel. And I mean, I still have a bag of stuff that a family member who does travel a lot uh, gave to me, and I still work with it. I'm like, sure. So consider these, as part of your stockpile inventory too. So then sometimes you have to create situations for yourself, and make things a little bit more fruitful. For example, some people enjoy ramen noodles, right? But they don't necessarily want to use that little package, that seasoning package that comes with it. I wouldn't recommend ever discarding those little seasoning packages. They are terrific. You can use them in meatloaf preparation or meatball preparation, or onion soup mix if you want. It depends on the flavor. You get the beef, you can get the vegetable, you can get the chicken. Uh, this is like not so much that it's free, but you already paid for it. So why waste it? So if there are things that you are underutilizing, put it in your stockpile. I know a person that bought way too much non-fat dry milk, the instant one, and that person offered me some of it. I'm like, yeah, why not? I like keeping instant dry non-fat milk in my stockpile. I do recommend that people do that. Some people, prefer to use it just, for their baking purposes or whatever. But I have found actually a way where the way I make it, I doctor it up in such a way. I make the instant non-fat milk, and I add a capful of vanilla extract and about 1 to 2 teaspoons of sugar. And I just let that sit in the refrigerator and chill. It tastes really, really good. I call it almost tastes like, as I call it, cereal milk. But I don't eat cereal anymore, to be honest with you. But that was mentioned on another show recently. But I'm trying to think, maybe of some ways that you have, some free inventory to add to your stockpile. So don't overlook the opportunity of, freebie additions to your stockpile. Like I said, it doesn't have to just be like food items. It could be beverages or whatever. Let's say even your occupation, whatever your occupation is, and let's say that your company uh, gives you some stuff. Don't bypass it. If it's usable, hey, go for it. They're giving it to you anyway. You work for that company. If they're giving it to you, take it home and find a way to use it and add it to your additional stockpile inventory. Hey, let me know in the comments section below if you have a free thing that you like to add to your stockpile or have already done so. Let us know. But also don't forget to do the following. Being here every single Monday through Friday. The Instant Coffee with Jan show begins at midnight. You can watch it anytime. Thank you very much. I do appreciate your time and your comments, and also being very, very nice people. I really appreciate you. Have an amazing, fantastic day. And don't forget to take good care of yourselves and who else? Your wonderful family.